And he probably doesn't need that much of an introduction, but I couldn't give him a strong enough introduction because he's one of my very favorite people in the entire industry, and I'm not scared to say it from the stage. But we're going to bring Gil Ramos up. He runs a team of over 100 people at Exit Real Estate, Central Downtown. He is a phenomenal leader with amazing culture in his office, and his office has been #1 in sales in their franchise in the state of Florida for 3 years in a row. So he knows a little something about being excellent. He's got some thoughts that, as we talked, I said, we got to get you on stage, because if people hear what you have to say, it's going to change their 2019. So here to talk to you about what he calls the buyer-seller matrix, did I say that right? Is my good friend Gil Ramos. Let's give him a giant round of applause.
I'm super proud of this guy. I feel like I've kind of watched his evolution. He gets stronger every freaking day, man. I'm gonna have to hire Hal Elrod too, because he's obviously working. So, a lot of you guys don't know this, but I'm gonna talk a lot about the 80s and 90s too, because that's kind of where I'm from. I'm not a millennial, I'm not a baby boomer, I'm somewhere in the middle, whatever they want to call us. So, I had double corneal surgery. Back in the day, not the laser stuff, when they would cut your cornea out, and they would literally cut it out, lay it on the ground, and they would sew a new cornea back in your eye, right? So I had 43 stitches in my left eye, because I went legally blind in that eye. And then about 2-3 years later, I had to get the exact same thing done for my right eye, and the sports game was over for me. So I got introduced to these awesome glasses. And when I first saw them, I was like, these are uglier than sin. And, but they're called blue blockers. And I actually kind of love them now. I bought a box of them, selling them for $149 in the back of the room. But I look at things a little bit differently. If you guys don't know the story about blue blockers, they were designed by NASA originally to help the astronauts be able to see from the great light that they were experiencing. And then a guy named Sugarman said, you know what? He had a company and they were selling glasses. He's like, you know what? We're going to take that technology and we're going to create these blue blockers, these amazingly cool, sexy glasses. And they actually make you more money too. Everybody in this room who buys this from me will actually make 8 figures. I didn't actually bring any, so...
Hey, get up. I want to show you all the cool people in the room.
But check this out. When you filter certain things out, you start noticing other things. So I have a new name for these. I call them lead blockers. And in 2019, we got to do something really, really different if we want to continue to thrive in this business. We got to look at the world for what's really happening. And I'm going to kind of shit on leads for a little bit, but and I'm actually a Zillow Premier Broker. My Zillow team, there's a couple people in the room that are on my Zillow team. They run the #1 Zillow team from Maryland all the way down to Key West. And I'm not against leads, but there's more to life than that. There's actually relationships. There's people that are out there that are experiencing things. And if you do want to take some notes, there's actually 6 easy ways to identify if somebody's going to buy or sell a home. And it happens every day. This industry hasn't changed that much. We see people go down the street and we text them. We virtually wave somebody. Somebody sent me a Facebook wave this morning. I've never gotten into that. So I teach this on my team. But there's 6 ways to identify if somebody's looking to buy or sell, and they haven't changed. My father used to be in the business before me. He wore one of those wool jackets in the summer, but it hasn't changed. The first way to identify if somebody's looking to buy and sell, the #1 reason people buy and sell is very, very simple. It's the most beautiful words I've ever heard on this planet. My wife said it to me about a decade ago, and it's, I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. She's also a divorce attorney, so 50% of the time, that doesn't work out. By the way, how about that to up your game? If you really want to have an awesome relationship and really be on your toes, marry a divorce attorney. Best relationship I ever had. You're going to make this work. I love you. I want to spend time with you. I want to enjoy life with you. I want to come home and tell you about everything great in our home. So if you own a home, you are a seller. If you don't own a home, what are you? It's pretty simple. Everybody's a lead. Second reason, and you might have guessed this already, why people buy and sell homes I fucking hate you. By the way, I curse all the time, sorry. I hate you. I hate you. Gil, what's the number to your wife? I don't want to see you ever again. By the way, those are 2-for-1 sales. So when you see people change their status, you probably should just check on them because they need some help. They may need some help getting off of that cliff. And by the way, and I'm just telling you this from the real, is that if you do see somebody to change their status, besides just looking into helping them buy a home, they need help. Sometimes they're alone. They just need a friend to say, hey man, I'm just checking up on you, see how things are going. I actually watched one of my good friends walk up to somebody the other day and just like consciously walk up to him and say, hey man, you okay? And we were out partying and he wasn't his normal self and he's like, thank you for asking. And I watched it, it was so intentional, I just kind of walked away. And I just feel like, man, who do we need to call and just say, hey, are you doing okay? Just checking up on you. Number 3 reason why people buy or sell homes every day when you have your lead blockers on. They're sexy, right? $149, box in the back of the room. It's new life. New life, right? Maybe you see one of those pictures on Facebook where it's a black screen and there's like these little bumps in there, it's a sonogram. When my wife sent me I have 6 kids, so when my wife sent me my last sonogram, there was 2 little dots on there. I'm like, what's that? And it said baby A and baby B. We bought another house. Yes, I have 2 sets of twins. I've got 6 kids. We bought another house. So celebrate that with them. Don't wait for the party to bring their gifts. Give it to them right away. Go get them a customized, I love to give blankets with names on them. I love putting gifts out with people's names on them. Not my name, not my company name, their name. The number 4 reason is when things are taken away from us. And that's when people really need us, don't they? And sometimes it's not so somber. Sometimes it's just simply as, their kids are going away to school and they're going to empty nest. And having 6 kids, I have a different perspective on when people have to downsize, right? I call that upgrading. I get my house back. Number 5 is prosperity. And I truly believe, when people ask me, hey, how's the market? My team knows I have a different answer. It depends is the answer. But are you looking to buy, sell, invest, or rent? It's the only answer we should ever give to a prospective client. But how's the market? If you ask me how do I truly believe you're in the best of times. I truly believe we have the best opportunity we've ever had. So that number 5 reason if you've got your lead blockers on is prosperity. Somebody, maybe they get a raise, maybe they get a new opportunity, maybe they get some new cash flow, a new business. Maybe they're selling something on Shopify, I don't know. And they gotta, spend a little. We'll help them spend it. That's cool too. It's a lot of fun. Oh, you got some new money? Let's go spend the new money. Because they gotta be ballers. And number 6, when they spend too much and they're no longer ballers and things don't work out. When they start seeing losses. And maybe they didn't see, we saw that time period. I did a lot of short sales in that time period. And there was a lot of opportunity. But here's the deal, when you've got these lead blockers on, you see the world a little bit differently. It's just not a Zillow inbox lead. There's people that have needs, 6 of them, and they haven't changed. So I want you to look at the world just a little bit differently and look at the people that we can actually serve as human beings and help them through the process in their life. And the opportunities will come if we're sincere. Our job is to be authentic, genuine, real, to serve people on a higher level. We create generational wealth for families. I remember that gift when my father bought his first house for $35,000. It was a mansion. And we all lived in there and it changed our lives. I got 5 brothers here in Orlando, all of us own homes. That's the feeling I want to give to families every single day. But we got to look at the world a little bit differently. We got to truly, in 2019, if we're really going to have our best year ever, we got to go out there and serve people, no matter where they are in their lives, whether they're ready or not ready. Just be there for them. Hey guys, that's my time. I appreciate you guys.
How many of you guys got something good out of that? Say yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we were going to do a couple quick one-on-one interviews, but just to save time.